and good evening to DeFiChain News on the 19th July 2023. The news show that provides you with the latest updates on the DeFiChain and DeFi MetaChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. Trust me, it helps the product and it helps the project, not the product. It helps the project and it doesn't hurt at all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then that's the perfect moment to do so, because funny enough, some of you viewers out there are still not subscribed to our channel. Normally, that's the point when I invite my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain to the show, but DC is busy today, so I'm here alone in the studio and gonna rock the show all on my own. So let's keep fingers crossed that not too much is going wrong. But let's jump right into the headlines for today. Headline for today, DeFiChain, we are building. I think that's the main topic over the last couple of weeks. A lot of things are happening and we really want to keep you updated. What's happening, what is being built, what are these things, who are the people behind it, that you understand what's up next and coming. Then, like always, some notable mentions, community project updates, and last but not least, future dates. And if there are some questions, of course, some little question and answers after the main show. So, guys, let's jump right in. The updates are kind of split up at the moment a little bit. So it's more or less what is happening on the mainnet and what is happening also on the base layer and on DeFi MetaChain. And then we have a ton of updates of DeFi MetaChain projects. And then, of course, we call it community project updates, where actually community members are building something on the base layer. But let's start right in DeFiChain is building. We spoke about that last week. There was there was an announcement for a next beta version before we go on the mainnet. Everybody was kind of expecting we're gonna jump right into the mainnet, but there was like a last intermission. Okay, we have to add a very important feature before we're gonna go live, and I think it's very important. The people who were watching last time might remember it's all about transferring token from base layer to DeFi MetaChain layer. That's a very essential topic. And in the first step, it was only planned that you can kind of move DFI between the two layers. But then the development team, the core developers said, nah, would it not be also cool if this is possible for all the D token or all the assets on DeFiChain? And that's what they're working on now. So that's why they pushed out a beta 5. The beta 5 on testnet has a lot of band-aids and a lot of fixes are in there. So we can expect that beta 6 is then the big last shot, most likely, I assume so, before the mainnet, and beta 6 gonna have all these features involved. But last but not least, I think it's very important to explain what happened in beta 5, especially for the people who are watching closer and maybe the builders out there. So there was a node sync issue that was solved with beta 5. Then there was a miner fee problem that was fixed for the master nodes. Then a transfer domain functionality main point was introduced or solved. And then there were a couple of fundamental improvements that can be summed up with one or the other fixes. Check out the release notes. There you see exactly what was fixed, but the developers explained it. So we have a lot of patches on the body now, and a lot of things are fixed. And now with beta 6 that should follow this week, we're gonna rip all the bandits off, and then we've got the perfect patient in best shape there, and hopefully everything is gonna work well. So keep on testing, keep on watching. It's supposed to happen end of this week. And then beta 6 most likely gonna be the last one on Chunky testnet. And then we are really, really moving forward to the mainnet launch. So we are, end of July soon. So maybe it's gonna happen in July, otherwise gonna happen in August. We are really, really close. So try to break it, try to test it, and give us urgently feedback to the core development team that everything is in working order before we gonna go live. All the tweets, all the GitHub links, everything we're gonna put in the show notes, that you don't have to take your notes. You can read it up later. So what are now the projects on DMC? So this was more or less infrastructure or the main concept, the main chain, DeFi MetaChain. Now what projects are building on there? The first thing that I want to mention is there's a really cool document that DC is maintaining. It's a Google worksheet, a spreadsheet, where he's tracking all the different projects that are working on DMC. Really helpful if you want to get into the subject, if you want to build something, if you want to see, is it there already? Is somebody building on it? If you just want to know what's happening, if you want to get ideas what you want to build yourself, that's a very good point to start. One of the projects is Jellylottery. Jellylottery was developed by Igor, one of our members of Chevelys, and also very well known for DeFi chain income. The new domain is jellylottery.com. What he's showcasing here is a smart contract. Actually, yeah, it's a classic lottery. Once a week, there's a lucky draw, and the lucky winner takes it all, or more or less takes most of the pot. Check it out. There's a tweet. There's also the new domain, jellylottery.com. Looks pretty cute. And yeah, test it out. It's mainnet, so if you win the big jackpot, it's at the moment it's on testnet, but sooner or later it's gonna be rolled out on the mainnet, and it's a completely decentralized lottery. So it's a nice showcase to see how smart contracts work on DeFi MetaChain. Then the guys from OpenDAppsCloud, they announced their referral program, which will be tested on testnet after the next rollback. Rollbacks happen on the testnet whenever something goes wrong or whatever. Check it out. Super interesting. They say the system allows promoters and supporters of their platform to generate and use referral links, providing them with up to 20% fees generated using their referral code. That's really cool because we know the power of referrals. And if they have a cool system that works with referrals decentralized, awesome idea. Check out the tweet that we're gonna post up there. And then they had a blog post with the topic baseline price insurance service, also published in a tweet. We're gonna link that up in the show notes. And then Unleashed is also connected to those guys. They're giving the first insights into their project. Example of decentralized self-custody authentication to power their service like Unleashed web pages and storage. We spoke about that before. So they're gonna bring web pages decentralized to blockchain, and also they're working on a storage solution. So how this exactly works, check it out. Would be awesome to learn more about that. Imagine that's a AWS on blockchain. I could imagine this is something what we had with Filecoin long time ago or quite a while ago. Really interesting new project. Then a new project that I completely had not on my radar, and I'm really involved, but the things are really like mushrooms popping out of the floor here. MillionDFIPixels, buying pixels of a 1 million pixel pick via smart contract. A small project showing again the ability what can be built with smart contracts. So how I understand that, there's a big picture. It has million pixels and you can buy certain pixels. There's a link also to their website, MillionPixelDFI, github.io. Super interesting. Sounds very creative. I had a look at the website. I didn't have the time to play around with it. I would really like to learn more about that. Hopefully they're gonna contribute with more updates and we're gonna learn more what is the whole project all about. Then our friends from Vanilla Farm, they are very actively building. They gave a sneak peek on Twitter and they said strong community incentives are planned to provide liquidity on Vanilla Swap. You know, of course, they're building a DEX, they need liquidity. Check that out. This is gonna go along with the event token launch most likely. Event token is gonna play an essential role in the ecosystem. A tweet, follow the account, you're gonna learn for sure a lot more. Jellyverse, similar story. Jellyverse did 2 videos recently with DC. also not Jellyverse did it, but Santiago from Jellyverse did it. One video was about their DEX. Their DEX is based on Balancer, has a couple of cool features. You have the opportunity to build multi-token pools built on the Balancer tool, and then he was explaining Jelly USD. So they are also building their own stablecoin, and what different functions gonna have, how is it compared to the USD. Check that out. There are 2 videos. DC did those videos the last week. You find them in the playlist We Build DeFiChain. All these videos, all around like new projects, are on We Build DeFiChain. We are thinking about planning a new show that really focuses on DeFi MetaChain. It's all on the making. We're gonna keep you updated. Yeah, so these 2 shows, and check them out. Santiago is explaining more. And then there was an AMA with Santiago. The recording can be also listened to on Twitter. It was a German AMA. A couple of hundred people listened to the AMA already. Check it out for sure. Really worth your time. So next category, notable mentions. We were bitching a little bit that the contribution for the CFP and DeFi voting was so low. I think the masternodes or some big masternode holders were listening. A lot of masternodes voted in the end. Thank you so much for doing this. I think it's really important. Also, if you don't want to cast a yes or no, just cast a neutral vote. At least that means people are listening in and voting. It's very important because sometimes we need a quorum, a certain amount of votes that a proposal goes through. All the 7 DFIPs that were up there were declined. 1 CFP was approved. This was the one from my DeFiChain. Congratulations to Andy and Bernd to provide further ocean infrastructure. This one was accepted. Good. And then something for the builders out there. Discord. There is a Discord for the MetaChain builders. If you are a DeFi MetaChain builder, if you want to connect with other builders in the DeFi MetaChain space, if you want to connect especially to people on the other side, birthday research who are building DeFi MetaChain, then please reach out to them or reach out to other builders. It's a tech-only channel. So it's really meant to be that the tech gurus talk to each other. It's supposed to be on a higher level, so I've got nothing to do in there. And yeah, get invited or send me a link or send DC a link or contact Birthday Research or whatever. There are 1,000 ways, and then take part if you are seriously working on a project. So this is really for people who are building or who want to build on DeFi MetaChain. Let's come now to community project updates. So I said we have now so many kind of construction sites, right? So there's the Birthday Research team, they're building on DeFi MetaChain, they are expanding the functionality of DeFiChain. Then we have the community projects. These are the good old projects that were mostly community funded, different informative tools, newsletters, websites, all kind of services. And then we have the DeFi MetaChain. The DeFi MetaChain, a lot of very experimental stuff, and also like kind of for profit projects that are building fantastic new things for the blockchain community out there. So now we are coming to the community project updates. In the market, Paddy with his newsletter, new newsletter, I always explain his content is similar to our content, but he is writing his own content. We are not copying from each other. Why do I say that? Because I really want that you take 2 sources and read that stuff. Some people want to watch a video, some people want to read. So there's a German and an English newsletter. It's always worth doing that. He talks about vanilla ramp. He talks about the mainnet approach, the mainnet launch approaching. He had an interview with Kirill, the CEO of OpenDAppsCloud, and of course also the project MillionPixel DFI that I mentioned before, where you buy a pixel of a larger artwork. He explains a little bit more there, or at least mentioned it. Then another really cool thing that's going on for quite a while, and I really love to see projects going on for over a longer time, is a DeFiChain Poker Night. Life doesn't have to be so serious, life has to be fun, and those guys provide absolute cool utility for the community. So take part in one of the tournaments. The next one is on the 22nd, Saturday, 7 p.m. Central European time. The top 9 players will win, like always, nice prizes. And then there's a raffle. One of the top 20 players gets a DeFiChain Poker Night t-shirt. So that's a cool idea. Check it out. Links in the show notes. Thanks for organizing that. I think that's really cool. It's not always, we shouldn't take life so serious. And I think a little bit distraction playing poker is a really, really cool thing. Then Block Bison, the guys who are building a new light wallet. We spoke about that before in the last news show. And they're also tweeting heavily about it. They had an AMA. You guys from the community provided a lot of questions. They were, I think, mostly answered in this AMA. Check it out. Link is or will be in the show notes. 2.3 thousand people joined in already, and you're gonna learn more. Bison Wallet has got a lot of new functionalities. Bison Wallet's gonna try to compete with the DeFiChain Lite wallet. I think we all kind of appreciate that. It's very important to have several resources. It's very good in the decentralized systems also to have different products doing similar things. First of all, everybody likes something different. On the other side, if something goes wrong on one side, there's another project out there. I'm sure the guys from the Lite wallet also really appreciate that somebody else is working on a wallet out there. So check that out. So last but not least, before we end the show, future dates. 3 dates are to be announced. Next week, of course, news show. Don't miss it. Next week, double team here again. DC gonna join. Hopefully I'm here as well. So we're gonna do this together. Then DC was able to get a meeting with Prasanna. This looks like a lunch date that these guys gonna have on the 3rd of August, 12:30 Central European Standard Time. DC is gonna do the next tech talk, and I guess that's during the week, so that means DC is sacrificing his lunch break to do a little tech talk with Prasanna. It's gonna be an interesting one. Like I said, we're gonna go so close, we're approaching so closely the mainnet launch. This is a must-see. And then, Santiago is also busy having a little meeting with DC again under the topic We Build Show Jellyverse Jellybond on Monday, 24th of July, 9 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So tune in there to hear the latest and greatest and what they are planning on Jellyverse. So guys, I think that's more or less the topic over the last couple of weeks already. It's all building. I hope you're not getting bored about what's being built, and I hear so many new things coming up. I think it's really interesting, and it's a good time for DeFiChain. We kind of move a little bit in a different direction, like from this classic staking, liquidity mining project to a far more open ecosystem with far more functionalities, but with still very, very strong values based on Bitcoin code. So I think we have an amazing time coming up, and I'm really, really stoked to see so many projects popping up and building. And these are going to be nice opportunities for all of you participating. So really excited. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for watching if you see the recording, and I'm gonna jump over to the question and answers and see what tricky question is waiting for me on the other side. So have a great evening and see you soon. Thanks and bye-bye. So here I am again. Let me have a sip of water here. So dark, no? Normally I'm wearing a blue shirt. Today I'm sporting my nice Jellylottery shirt that I found again. I thought I lost it. Unbelievable. That would have been not so appreciated. Looks actually pretty smart here. Cool. Christian is here. Nice to see you. Hey Christian, nice to see you. Most valuable player. You're always here. You were chickening out at the fireside chat, but we're gonna keep that going sooner or later. Nico Sanam Nisbi is here from South Africa, if I'm right. Hi everybody. Okay, that was myself. Then we've got Christian Ender, he was here. Honsen was here or is here. Good evening, DeFiChain. Yeah, let's wave the pink hand. Absolutely. And then, hi Mark, would you join the DEX Trading Master too? I hope that we'll see you on the field as all other DeFighters here, of course. Hey, let me think about it. I really like this Trading Master activity, but I'm horribly busy with building Javelins at the moment and reporting about all these DeFiChain things. But what I would really like to do is I would really go into more in-depth reporting about the project, because I mentioned it so many times in the news show. Maybe we can organize a video about it. I want to hear the learnings from the first one, and I would really like to meet the movers and shakers behind the trading competition. So you guys who organize the trading competition, hit me up on Twitter, or hit me up maybe even better on Telegram or whatever. You will find me for sure, and I'm gonna get in touch. I would love to make a video with you and hear about what was happening. That's what I promise. If I'm gonna take part in trading competition, I'm not sure. I'm really not doing anything much at the moment besides building stuff. So then we've got Aral Yaman, MillionPixel DFI, such a great project. Thanks for mentioning it. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm a bit embarrassed that I didn't go more into details and didn't try it out, but I promise I will, and we're gonna keep reporting about it. I think we can see at the moment there are two kind of projects popping out on DeFi MetaChain. So there are more the larger ones that are built for profits. They want to build DEXs, they launch tokens, they offer new solutions, they want to bring more people into the crypto space. So these, and then we've got a lot of experimental stuff happening, like lotteries and this pixel thing. And yeah, I shouldn't forget to mention the domain service that the Italian gang is launching. Also a really cool project connecting like old and new world on DeFiChain. So it's all kind of different things that are happening there, and all are similar interesting. So if you want to build something super tiny small, or want to get into coding on Solidity and want to just get your feet wet, do it. We are super happy to speak about you. There's nothing to be embarrassed. The smaller, I don't want to say the smaller the better, but the smallest project is awesome. I think it's a really cool playground, especially now that DeFiChain goes into a new direction, and the more hype we create and the more people try stuff on DeFi MetaChain, the more amazing it is. And yeah, we from the news team, our goal is just to report about everything and show the community what's going on, and maybe also stimulate some appetite in you to build something smaller or larger in an equal way. Cool, then let's have a quick look. There's another one. We have more questions than the English one. This is something so unusual. Normally the English channel is so super quiet, but you guys, you are absolutely doing a fantastic job here. Could you help, let me bring that up. Could you help out with the status of the looped DUSD vault? Very good question, Christoph. I really can't. There was a DFIP, I think, about the looped DUSD vaults. I don't have the status. See, this is the moment when I really miss DC, because he's the guy with the tech. No idea. I'm gonna ask DC. Maybe DC can write a tweet about it. DC, if you listen to that, please help a friend out here. I really don't know what's the status here. I know there was something ongoing, but under all this DeFi MetaChain and new projects and upgrades, I really missed it. Christoph, I gonna note that down, and we're gonna give you some answer here. That's for sure. Yeah, Honsan, get in touch with me. Absolutely. You find me on Twitter. That's the easiest maybe, or yeah, Telegram or whatever. We're gonna have a chat the next days. Would be absolutely awesome. Cool, guys. That's it for today. The English one was the banger today. We had more interaction than the German one, what is very unusual. Honestly, I prefer that, not because I don't like the German news show. I mean, you know, guys, I'm half Austrian, half German, and that's my mother tongue. But I think if we get a little bit more traction here in the English channel, that would be so freaking awesome. We have an Italian show, we have a Turkish show, we have a German show, we have an English show. Hopefully we have some other shows soon. Yeah, if you're out there and you want to do a show, we're going to help you. We're going to write you the script. We're just going to be the puppet and talk about it. That would be absolutely freaking awesome. So with that being said, have a great rest of the week and see you next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. That's it for the news show today. Bye-bye.